What's going on, sneaker fam? Jake back with another video review here. I'm finally back, probably like a 9-10 day hiatus. I was actually waiting for kicks to come in. Thank God there wasn't so many releases coming out to keep, buying and buying kicks. Had a little break in between, but I was waiting for this much anticipated pair to come in after months and months of waiting. They're finally here. They came in last night and I had zero energy to do this video. So I'm doing it 6 o'clock in the morning before I head to work. So these are the Jordan 1 Band Bred OG 85s, whatever you want to call them. This is my retail pair that I picked up from StockX that you guys see my video on. And this is fresh off the press, replicated pair, shipped directly from China. Nothing to worry about tariffs and everything. So no tariffs involved. All right. So of course, got to have my disclaimer. This is for legit checking purposes. You know what I mean? It's not for what's worrying about what's on people's feed and checking people out and calling people out. There's other things to worry about than worrying about what's on somebody's foot. Legit checking purposes. This shoe is well over $600. Well over $600. On the resale market, there's only 23,000 pairs made. And trust me, you don't want to get fooled into getting this shoe. Now, if you choose to buy this on your own, God bless you. There's no issues with that. Buy what you can afford, what's good for your pockets, you and your family, whatever situation that you're in. But to the ones that want to buy the retail pair, the authentic pair at resale prices, you want to make sure you're getting this, what's in this box, instead of this. All right, let's get on with it. Disclaimer's over with. All right, so first and foremost, that's why we check out the box. So clearly, there is a size difference. I will read off the dimensions. You guys see it here. There's a different color tone as well. It has the matte finish here, but it's a gloss here for some strange reason. And it's not showing on the camera. It's not reflecting well because of the lights. So, but yes, this has a gloss finish. All right. And then I'll read off the dimensions and stuff like that. And we'll take a look at the label. They usually have that, RFID, the flex cable inside. So usually it will register to StockX, or not StockX, I'm sorry, Nike sneakers apps. You can actually see the cable on the inside. And if you look real closely, you can see, it actually looks something like that. Even though I'm not focusing, it's kind of blurred, like the ink was bleeding. All right, so now we're going to take a look at, just for reference here, you can literally put the fake lid inside the retail lid. Just know the size differences. And then we do have a stamp on the inside of the retail lid, right? So as I pull everything out, I mean, we were waiting a long time for this shoe. By the way, it looked like it has all the layers of paper. It's layer after layer after layer just to get to the shoe. Alrighty here. And hopefully this should dispel the notion that these things are made in the same factory. I mean, everyone was waiting and waiting and waiting. All the guys that, review reps and all that kind of stuff, waiting, saying that they're in production, you're waiting for them to make this shoe, and then now it's finally here. So it's a very highly anticipated shoe. I know they had to take their time and try to make this thing, but all right, so now we are here. Okay, so my other shoe came from StockX, which I say there would be no StockX slander. Oh, your shoe came from StockX. There's no way. Your shoe could be fake too. Let's let it be known. StockX does not produce fake shoes. They act like StockX has their own factory or something. You know what I mean? Do they let you know, a couple of Fugazi slide by, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But for the majority of the time, they're going to be authentic kicks. You know what I mean? There's some grimy people, but, you know, hey, you know, I let some shoes go on StockX. They're all, you know, legit shoes, you know. So, all right, so we're doing the stare down. Oh, one thing I'm not happy with is that I don't have, oh, I do have it. I thought I didn't have it. My hang tag is here. My bad. So hang tag is on the left shoe. Hang tag is on the right shoe here. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm doing the stare down and the midsole. This actually looks like the OG 85 midsole. Like the first version. So if I pull out my, and you see that pattern just right there, smaller already. Look at that midsole pattern. Maybe this is a better look. Midsole pattern on the Fugazi, midsole pattern on the legit shoe. So now you see that difference already. They made it too big. So when they tried to replicate that, of course, the hang tags, just a brighter look to the retail pair. Retail pair is up top, fake is at the bottom. You see the difference in the hang tags. Toe, see the toe difference is not flat enough on the toe. And then I think they wrapped it around the mud guard a little too high. So they should have brought it down some and then flattened out the shoe. Wings logo. It has that raised wings logo like on the new style Jordan 1s and the OG 85s first version. So that wings logo is not correct. This is the correct wings logo from 1985. Feel of the shoe, much different. And leather quality, you see it. Just a difference in color on the tongue, but it feels pretty much the same. That tag on the tongue, it's a different shade of red. And there's a slight height difference. Looking at the rear of the shoe, there is a height difference. So the Fugazi is higher. I guess that's good for the guys that, you know, complained about the shoe being a mid. There you go. You can see that cut is off. So it's higher in the rear. So when I talk to you guys about scaling, this is what I'm referring to. Everything is larger scaled, bigger. Everything is larger scaled. It's a size 12, but everything's scaled a bit larger on the shoe. So now I'm looking at the side of the shoe. So now you can see very interesting. Look at the medial side. This is the rep. Yes, it's built a bit differently. Definitely built a bit differently. Let's do the squeeze test on here. All right, that's not bad. Let's take a look at the inside. Take a look at the midsole and everything. I'll take a look at some more things. Just, all right, they did that pretty well. I'll take a look at the retail shoe in a minute. So, all right, so that's how they did the inside. So they tried to get as close as they could into doing that the Strobel footbed and the stitching and everything like that. So let's take a look at the retail pair. We're going to take a look at production dates and all of that. The leather quality, the feel is a stiff, thick leather, very sturdy shoe. This is the midsole of the retail shoe. This is the midsole of the Fugazi, the replica right here. All right. No need for me to explain anything, right? Real, fake. Now I'm going to switch it around. This is the retail, and that's the fake. This is a stiff, really stiff foam. This one, really flimsy. This is the fake pair. You can see it here. They tried to copy everything on here, but this is 11.5 to 12.5, and this says 12 to 13. Fake is at the bottom, retail is at the top. And now we'll take a look at these footbeds to see the comparison here. Yeah. Here goes your footbeds. Has a little glue stamp in there. You can see it, different color tone, different material, different stitch pattern around there. We're nice and neat and clean here, where this one's pretty much all over the place. And this cardboard shank looks a little small. So like you might not get that much support. So we have XC 925, 24, 11, 7, 24. You guys can see that. That is on the fake. Here goes the retail shoe. We have XC 9, 19, 24, 10, 25, 24. And you also see the numbers. The font is bigger on the fake shoe here, 12, 240, 912 XC. And then you look at the font on the retail, 12, 240, 912 XC. The font is completely different. Will they make another one after these guys see these reviews? I see there's a lot of people praising them, but I beg to differ. I think it still needs some working on. Is it enough for people not to spend the $600? I think if you're a collector, you spend the money to get the retail shoe. Like I say, it was only 23,000 pairs made. That was the word that was, going around. This reminds me closer of the OG 85 from before. As a matter of fact, I'm 13 minutes in and I didn't get to the weigh-in or anything like that. I still have my reverse Breds here. I'm just gonna pull the reverse Breds out right now and let's just show you. So look at that midsole pattern to the OG 85. Here it is. Reverse Bred 5 years ago. And then you look at the one from here. This is the rep. That is the OG 85 midsole to the T. And then that Wings logo. That raised Wings logo. Here you go. And then there is the Wings logo on the new OG 85. Classic and midsole. Like I said, it favors more. Look at the toe. It's a little bit closer. So it looks like they made a OG 85 hybrid, looks like. Yeah, so that's what they got. That's the only thing they like really adjusted and made that boot side like wider, how it is on the OG 85, the band. But other than that, they tried to, I guess this was their foundation. This is what they went off of. All right, so yeah, it definitely has the OG 85 midsole. All right, so we're gonna blacklight and weigh these things. Let me get this shoe back in here. 16 minutes in, so I don't want to go any further. Let's blacklight and weigh these bad boys. We could take the papers out and everything, so we're gonna weigh these things first. And hold on, and before I do that, we'll take a look at the fronts, and we'll take a look at the Nike Air. Oh gosh, you see that there? Get a little closer look at the Nike Air. I don't need to explain that. So you got Nike Air here, and look at that. You see the differences with the tags on the tongue, and there you see the different color tone, the material on the tongue. You can see the different color and the sheen. Now we're going here, looking at the toes. You can see the different color and stitch pattern. Oops. Tripod almost went down for the count. All right. All right. Got the trusty scale here. Let's turn on this light. All right. So we're zeroed in. So we got the StockX hang tag and all that, and the Jordan hang tag, no paper. 1 pound, 4.0 ounces. You can go with this one, no paper. This feels really light. 1 pound, 3.3 ounces. Take the paper out this bad boy. 1 pound, 1 ounce. What the heck? Jeez. Let's take the paper out of this one. You see how nice and neatly rolled and folded this is? All right. 1 pound, 3.5 ounces. Sure. 1 pound, 3.5 ounces. And like I say, this thing super, super light. Let me try that again. 1 pound, 2.7 ounces. Here we go. Yeah, 1 pound, 2.7 ounces. The feel of that leather, not as thick as that retail pair. This is a solid shoe. Like I say, it was worth retail the $250 price tag. You weren't buying the shoe for, like presentation of the box and everything. You were buying that shoe and the craftsmanship of the shoe and the research they did to try to get that shoe as much as the original OG 85 Bred band that it was in 1985. All right, so we're gonna blacklight it and we're gonna shut this video down. All right, we're gonna shut this video down here. Let's get these back in here and shut these lights off. And let's get this set up here. All right. All right. Let's cut them off here. All right. All right. Blacklight. Retail shoe. I wouldn't say that the midsole is glowing. So we got the red reflecting on under the black light on the rep. Oh yeah, it's not reflecting on camera, but it looks like infrared color reflecting off the black light. It looks infrared. And then the laces look burgundy. The red laces look burgundy. And you don't see that here. Yeah, it gives a certain look because the color tones of the red, they're different. Interesting. But there's no dash marks, no anything like that. So yeah, that's definitely like a hybrid shoe. I think they might go to back to the drawing board with it. I'm not completely sure, but we'll see, man. 20 minutes in, I'm gonna put this video to a close. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If there's anything that I missed, something I didn't put, you know, please don't hesitate to put it in the comment section. If you've seen something that was pointed out in another video that I didn't see, like I say, put it in. Like I say, this is a group effort. It was a blind review like I always do. I don't look at these things. So, hey, I'm only human, man. It's your boy Jake signing out. Appreciate you guys as always. Peace.